Recently, in April 2026, over 50 people lost a combined $9.5 million in crypto, where none of them were hacked in the traditional sense. They all downloaded what looked like to be the official Ledger app from the Apple App Store, where they then entered in their cold wallet seed phrase, and that was it. Everything got drained. So they had the right hardware wallets, they thought they were doing everything right, but they ended up losing everything anyway. So of course, getting a cold wallet like this is still the safest way to hold crypto, but there are a few mistakes that happen over and over again that make people lose their holdings. So here is a video where I'll tell you about the 8 most common mistakes people make when they get a cold wallet so that you can avoid them. And also make sure to leave a like on the video so that this video can end up helping a lot of other people out there. Okay, let's get started with mistake number 1, buying from a third-party seller. So that can be places like Amazon, eBay, and different reseller shops, and a wallet bought from any of these places could have been tampered with without you knowing about it, because a tampered device looks completely identical to a genuine one, and the moment you put your crypto funds onto it, they will be drained pretty much right away, and there is no way of getting them back. So always make sure to get these wallets at the official websites. It's not really worth the risk to get them anywhere else. Moving on to mistake number 2, not checking the packaging when it arrives. So when your wallet arrives like this in a packaging, you need to check that it hasn't been opened before. And another thing is to also see that the seal at the bottom has not been opened. So here over this hole right here, the charging hole, there used to be a seal. And if that seal is broken, it could be a sign that someone has already been using the wallet and been tampering with it. And if that has happened, you need to contact the manufacturer directly. Mistake number 3, downloading apps or software from unofficial sources. So every cold wallet like this have an app or a program that works on your phone or on your computer. So Ledger has Ledger Wallet, Trezor has Trezor Suite, and Tangem has the Tangem app, and so on. And when you download these programs, these softwares, you need to go to each wallet company's own websites and find the links to the apps and program from there. Searching for these apps or programs within App Store or Google Play can end up to you losing everything that is not safe enough, because fake apps have made it through the App Store regularly, which is exactly what happened now recently in April with the latest incident. Mistake number 4, not checking coin support before you buy one of these wallets. So maybe you already hold some coins or tokens on some special blockchains, and then you're thinking about getting one of these to store them offline. But you need to make sure that these wallets actually have support for that specific coin that you're looking to hold, because not all wallets support all coins and all blockchain networks. And all of these wallets and everyone else often have lists on their own websites of which coins and blockchain networks they support. So better check there first before you decide which wallet you want to get. Mistake number 5, not doing the backup properly and not storing it safely. This is one of the biggest mistakes you can make, and there are still a lot of people not taking this seriously enough. So when you set up your new wallet, you usually get a seed phrase, which is a list of words that acts as the master key to everything. So if you end up losing your hardware wallet, that seed phrase is the only way you can get your funds back. And when most people write it down, they only write it down once and put it somewhere and never think about it again. But then they end up moving houses, or maybe someone comes in and cleans the room, or there's a flood with a lot of water coming into the house, and the seed phrase is ultimately gone. So make sure to write it down carefully. Double check that you have written down every word correctly and in the right order. You can also make a backup of the first paper backup so that you have it in 2 different physical locations. So if something happens with the one, you still got the other one. Maybe keep it in a safe or something, I don't know. And also, when you write down your seed phrases, make sure to write down your PIN code or access code for these ones as well, because sometimes I see people losing their seed phrases, but they still got their device and they just need the PIN code to get in. So make sure to write that down as well. For anyone holding any serious amounts of value on any of these kinds of wallets, a metal plate designed for seed phrase storage could be worth looking at. It could be titanium or steel versions that can even survive a flood or a fire. I will link to a few of those metal variations down in the description. And by the way, I would love to hear from you as well. What is a crypto mistake you have made in the past that others could learn from? So make sure to leave that in the comment section below. The more people share, the more people can learn from each other. So make sure to write something down there. All right, moving on to mistake number 6, and that is sharing your seed phrases when something goes wrong. So no hardware wallet company will ever ask you for your seed phrase. There will be no support agent, no moderator, no recovery service. Nobody legitimate will ever ask for it. And anyone who asks for your seed phrase will be trying to steal your crypto. And this scam works over and over because people are in a stressful situation, something is not working and they are looking for help. And as soon as you give out those words to someone, you will lose all of your funds. Mistake number 7, not diversifying across different kinds of wallets. So just like people spread their investments across different assets so that one bad outcome does not wipe out everything you hold, the same kind of thinking applies to cold wallets as well. So if you hold a significant amount of crypto, keeping it only in one sort of wallet like this could be risky instead of spreading it out across different kinds of wallet companies. Mistake number 8, and this is an important one, and that is regarding how you use these hardware wallets and the devices you handle them with. Because of course these hardware wallets, they require our physical approval to make transactions. So we still need to be able to verify it to make something happen. But that doesn't really remove the entire risk of us going to different DeFi sites where we connect the wallet if we go to shady different sites, or we accidentally click on some links, because that can in the end lead to us going to phishing sites, or we maybe download some weird programs. So make sure that the devices you handle your hardware wallets on are managed as cleanly as possible. The way I do it personally is to separate the usage by risk. So for long-term holdings that I have, I personally use a Ledger, a Trezor and a Tangem. I spread it out across them evenly, and then I never use them. I only have them as long-term storage. So I never even connect them anywhere or touch them. But then I have a second set of Tangent wallets that I use more as an active card, where I have smaller amounts of crypto. So this one I use more actively. I can connect to sites and do a bunch of different things. So if I end up were to be drained by some weird way, I will only lose the crypto I hold on this active wallet and not on the ones that I have my offline storage, where I keep most of my crypto on. So those were some of my tips, and if you're looking to get any of these wallets, the cheapest places for them, I will leave links to all of those down in the video description below. Alright, thanks so much for watching, I'll see you in the next one, bye bye.